We're at the Ohio State University for the 4-H Dog Expo, and joining me, Lucinda Miller from OSU Extension. Lucinda, you actually do a whole lot more in Extension than some people might realize.
Yes, I do. I give leadership to the Ohio 4-H Small Animal and Companion Animal Program, and I am a center specialist and also a state 4-H specialist.
Now, at the time of our taping, some might say 4-H kids are already active with their dogs.
Yes, they need to get ready because we have 4-H fun matches in different counties starting in about 3 weeks. And so the kids start, as soon as they enroll in their 4-H dog projects, they start working their dogs, preparing them for a show.
Now, when you talk about these fun matches, is that the same kind of a day event that we'll see in today's show?
Now, today is with the Ohio 4-H Dog Expo. The purpose of today is to bring kids to campus and with their dogs, and we have resource people that are trained judges, and they work with the kids in a clinic setting today. And then when we're looking at 4-H fun matches, they can either do exhibition only or they're actually judged for trophies and ribbons and stuff. And it's a great practice for their county fair judging and for the state fair.
Yeah, and lots of things before your county fair. If you've got a late fair, you get a lot of practice all summer. If you got an early fair, you got a good reason to get going early.
Yeah, that's right. And we have a lot of new kids with Dog Expo. We have probably about 100 kids and their dogs that at least have pre-registered, so we may end up with more than that today. And those kids, a lot of them are beginner kids, so it's good because they get their dogs out here to be socialized, and then our clinicians help the kids problem solve, and where they're having problems with maybe some of the different exercises, they can help them work through those, so they'll be better prepared when they are actually showing their animals.
Take us through some of the sessions. Let's say dog obedience. That's got to be a common thing for lots of people. What do we expect at this level?
Okay, at this level we have beginning dog obedience, and then we also have some things for the advanced kids. And we have sub-novice and novice as our beginning. And our sub-novice is where they go through different exercises like a heel, on leash, maybe a figure eight, a coming, a recall, stand for exam, long sit, long down. They'll do that on leash, and the judges or the resource people help them with that. Then the novice is off leash, but they don't do any jumping. Then we have graduate novice, where they do recall with a dumbbell, and they just progress at higher levels of obedience without the leash. And then we also have for grad novice, and then for grad open and open, where they actually do jumping.
What are some of the other activity areas that we'll see?
Okay, going on in our animal sciences building, we have the obedience, and we also have showmanship. And that's where the kids actually gait their dogs in maybe a triangle pattern or T pattern, and it's one fluid motion with the kids and the dogs, and they're showing off their dog. It's not conformation, because the one thing about 4-H, kids with any breed of dog regardless, and the dog can have a disability as long as it doesn't hurt the dog. Then across the way at Plum Hall, we have our dog agility. So we have beginning and advanced levels of agility, where like the beginning level kids may do the chutes and the tunnels and some more simple things, and then the advanced kids get on the dog walk and the contact obstacles. Then we go over to ag engineering, and our rally obedience is over there. And that's kind of a fun thing where they have different stations they go to, and there's rally signs. And those signs may say, do a 180-degree turn and sit. And so the kids do that, and they go through a rally course, and it's just a fun way to do obedience with their dog, and it's not as strict. They can talk to the dog and have double commands and things like that. Then we move to the Ag Administration building in the auditorium, and we have Emily's photography over there for dog photography. We have our 4-H dog skillathons. We have a dog groomer from Marianne, Chris Lindstedt, who's on our dog committee. And she's doing grooming, helping kids, teaching them how to trim toenails, proper ways to groom. We've got a lot of different displays over there, and we have our canine good citizenship testing over there. And we also have dog crafts, where kids can make dog tug toys and dog ball toys. We have the National 4-H Supply now sells dog collars, dog bowls, dog t-shirts. So we have those for sale. And then with the Canine Good Citizen testing, that program is part of AKC. And they have to go through 10 test items, and if the dogs pass all 10 test items, then that just shows that they're well-mannered, they can fit into the community, good family dogs, and things like that.
At some point you kind of think of, okay, a lot of these people, and I've run into people that I haven't seen for years from where I grew up, and some other ones that I work with, that it's like, what are you doing? It's like, well, we got a dog, it's about 1.5 years old, we want to see how it works out. Are most of these younger dogs, or can you teach an old dog new tricks?
You can teach an old dog new tricks. and they learn with a lot of praise, a lot of positive reinforcement. And that's one thing with the 4-H projects. The kids learn through their advisors and through various dog clubs how to do that with their dogs. So we encourage any kids. And the nice thing about the dog project is they don't have to be from the farm or a rural area. As long as their housing where they live allows a dog, they can take a dog in 4-H. So we get a lot of city kids, we get a lot of kids from the suburb, metro kids. It's really great for the kids. We have about 6,800 kids enrolled in 4-H dog programs here in Ohio, or dog projects.
Is there a better sized dog than other for a beginning person?
It depends on the size of the youth. The thing is, where you have golden retrievers are just such happy, exuberant dogs, and you might have a 45, 50-pound 4-H member and a big, happy golden retriever, or a large dog, a lab, that a lot of times a Labrador might be pulling and stuff, and it's hard for a youth to handle. So what we recommend, of course, if the dog is a little bit hard to handle and hasn't had the training yet, that the 4-H member maybe get a smaller dog to start with, or at least have the help to go and learn.
Lucinda, if we're watching this and we're not in a program or don't know if we have access, how can we access your program for some of the educational materials that might be available?
Okay, go to ohio4h.org and the Ohio 4-H website and click on youth programs and then dog program. And that'll take you to the website that has all dog information. I keep it updated weekly.
Ohio4h.org will get you to all the information you may need to, well, maybe make that little one, when we're talking the dog now, pay more attention to you at home, and maybe not as many treats to get the kind of activity you'd like to have. Lucinda Miller's my guest, OSU Extension, as we participate in 4-H Dog Expo. Until next time, I'm Dale Minyo, and I'll see you down the road. Down the Road is brought to you in part by Prince Agra, makers of Omnigen AF, advancing animal nutrition for healthy animals, and Woodruff Enterprise of Springfield, Ohio.